continuing contributions to the University of Utah, and simply put, they made the world and continue to make the world a better place, and we're grateful for that. When you sit on an awards committee and you look at these nominations, you're humbled. You're truly humbled by what's coming in on the resumes. You're enlightened by the diversity and the reaching out that these outstanding individuals have given to the community in Utah, but also to the world. And then you're grateful at the end because you're in their company this afternoon, and you're also in their company as graduates of this university and people who love this university. I'll not read everything in every word of all the three recipients today. I'll just read a little bit about, because you can read in their bios. The first one that we're honoring is Anthony Cannon Jr. What I kept hearing about Tony Cannon when we were looking at his nomination for this distinguished award was, he's the University of Utah's LA ambassador. He's our ambassador in Southern California. Whenever you go to LA, you can go to Tony Cannon's house. I'm coming down for a little body surfing in a couple of minutes. But this is a gentleman, as you look over what's written in the program, that speaks so well for this university. He is continuing to contribute not only to this university by what he has given, but also, look at this, he is currently director of the Los Angeles Philharmonic Association. What a tremendous job that is. Honorary chairman of the 2003 Hollywood Bowl Gala. I can tell you that is an enormous task. Member and past chairman of the university's National Advisory Council. The list goes on. And yet, he's still a Ute, a University of Utah man. So if you'd come up, Tony, we'll make the award. And please recognize your guests and family in the audience today.
My wife Ann, I'd like to recognize that she's here with me, and my son Tony, and my sister Flora Wegman. Flora and I grew up on this campus as part of our family. When my father was a professor, Ron McGrough's father. It's a very special experience being a member of that family. As a part of an extended family of the university. It's something that really does have a very special effect upon people. And for those members of the faculty who are here today, your families, just recognize that there is something very, very special about being a part of your families here, because the university has a sense of expectation that as a child you don't really sense that other than the fact that you know that people are looking at you and expecting things of you. And also there's a sense of excitement about it. And because you know that there's a life up there at the university that someday maybe I'll be able to go there. And there was an expectation that I would. So that I think that the extended family of this university, when I sold hot dogs at the basketball games, football games, I learned my life saving at the women's gymnasium. How many of you have been there? And so on, but I mean, for those who've been there, it's indelible impression. As a night manager of the University of Utah Union, because I was going through school here, and I worked on the grounds crew during the summer. I mean, the list just goes on and on. I paid my parking tickets throughout the Officer Conference. This is a great, really a great honor. I mean, and he said, my family really thinks I'm really something. And so Dorothy and Stan, I'm sure you feel the same way. The person who said that flattery will get you nowhere is probably somebody who's not had a lot of flattery recently. But in reading Stan's bio, he said the same thing about a particular professor that I had, who was instrumental in my life. And I know Ralph the same way, because Ralph and I graduated from the school and the Department of Poli-Sci at the same time. And that was Professor Warner. Giant. And the impact upon the students who were in that college is just phenomenal and carries with you. And I can tell you that those those classes in common law actually shaped my life for 20 and 25, 30 years later. Because the context of the cases that he was discussing at that time dealt mostly with interstate commerce and the limitations on the power of the state to tax. And as a result of that, even though it was a constitutional issue, the issues of taxation sort of whetted my interest. So when I went to law school, my third year seminar and the paper, which is a very significant paper that you have to do, was in constitutional litigation. But then afterwards, I did a master's in tax at NYU. And after 10 years in New York, I was recruited to California. All of a sudden, California was trying to tax income earned outside the country by affiliated corporations, federal, foreign, and domestic. And we had cases. I had 10 of the 14 cases in court, which were basically Wormuth cases based on the concepts of the limitation on the state to tax. And so, I mean, you just never can tell about where this takes you in terms of the people that you have in your classrooms. But these are things that live with you. We're fourth generation through this university. I mean, the first generation of my family that stepped into this country. They had no prior generations, had no higher education. The first generation graduated from this university. And so therefore the university does an important thing in your lives. It embodies the world-class skills in the professors and in your teaching faculty. Then it gives the chance for people here in somewhat of an isolated area to learn and prepare themselves so that they can cross that bridge. We have this magnificent bridge here, but literally the bridge to the world, where you can take advantage of the opportunities that are there and have some fun and enjoy your life. I mean, really, this is the function of the university, and it's really performed significantly. I'd like to just mention a couple of things about Los Angeles, because we've got some great youths there. One of the great friends of this college is Rocco Siciliano and his forum. His life is a tribute to this university. And he's been somewhat of a mentor in a sense, even though he's half a generation beyond me. I mean, he's just a tremendous person. But, there's Howard Anderson, there's Dick Ensign, Cy Ramo. I mean, there are a lot of really great youths in Los Angeles. And so therefore, glad we'll get you some for you. So, I'd just like to mention one last thing. I mean, the dean said, don't screw up your talk, okay? Because we want to have this next year. We don't want to keep it short. Keep it short. I want to give you the top 10 reasons why you should continue this work. That's okay. We'll override the meeting. Okay. Number 10. This is the dean's excuse for better food following the commencement than at the president's buffet. That's true. And thank you for making it. Number 9. As Dorothy and Stan would say, our 3 pictures would be very lonely on the wall if you just did. Number 8. This provides an opportunity to dig up dirt on interesting characters in the Number 7. Ralph, I'm sure this is true, but it would give the advisory council something to do. Number 6. Number 6, an opportunity to put age-challenged alumni on the spot and watch them squirm. Number 5, gives the college a higher profile at graduation than the smug health science department. That's all That's right. Number 4, with such a large graduating class, the college needs unpaid help in passing out the diplomas. Number 3, today's selections, as Dorothy and Stan would agree, the college shows it has just really impeccable judgment. Number 2, endowment and scholarship money. And number 1, endowment and scholarship. Thank you very much.
up. Becky, I'm going to open one. No. All three of these distinguished alumni will be on stage at convocation this evening, but we would like to give them something special to wear at this celebration.
Oh, no.
This is a medallion to be worn over the regalia. 2003 Distinguished Alumni Award presented to Anton S. Cannon and Tony. It is spelled right. There's a real story to that. Tony? We also did not know we had David Letterman here today. John, let's get you. Okay. What do you want me to do? Just go up and pose with it. Oh, the cherry's in there. I'm not getting in there with all this. Okay, one more. Great. Thank you, Scott. Camera or stand? You want me smiling or scared? It's the official camera.